This is Maria Kensington with your news update for February 3, 2026. You're watching Africa Stream 24, your source for credible, fact-checked reporting. Here are today's leading stories. Ethiopia targets 10.2% growth as Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam self-financing and AI University signal reform momentum. UN to deploy ceasefire monitoring team in eastern Congo after Doha talks. Morocco evacuates 50,000 as severe flooding threatens northwestern city. The news in detail. Ethiopia's economic reform agenda is delivering measurable gains, with Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed telling Parliament that the country is on track to achieve 10.2% economic growth while strengthening self-reliance and investing in future technologies. He underscored that the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam was built entirely with domestic resources, without foreign funding, and highlighted the rapid construction of the world's second dedicated artificial intelligence university as a cornerstone of Ethiopia's push toward a technology-driven, competitive economy. Ethan Caldwell has more.
Prime Minister has told Ethiopia's House of People's Representatives that the government's ongoing economic reform program is producing tangible results, placing the country on a path toward sustained growth and a technology-driven future. Addressing lawmakers during the 10th regular session of Parliament, the Prime Minister presented the federal government's 6-month performance report and responded to questions from members with detailed clarifications on reform outcomes. According to Prime Minister Abiy, the reform agenda was launched around 3 core objectives: restoring macroeconomic stability, diversifying the economy beyond agriculture, and significantly reducing external debt pressure. He said Ethiopia is now registering solid progress across all 3 pillars, adding that the economy is on track to record an expected growth rate of 10.2%. On macroeconomic stability, the Prime Minister noted that corrective policy measures have helped reduce imbalances and establish the foundations of a healthier and more resilient economic system. He explained that efforts to diversify the economy are gradually transforming Ethiopia from an agriculture-dominated structure into a more inclusive, multi-sectoral economy with wider participation and higher quality growth. At the same time, he said the country has made notable advances in easing its external debt burden. Prime Minister Abiy also emphasized that the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam GERD was built entirely through Ethiopia's own financial capacity, without foreign aid or external funding. He described GERD as a powerful symbol of national unity, resilience, and self-reliance. He added that Ethiopia continues to push forward with major national megaprojects alongside economic reforms and technological investments, reinforcing sovereignty and long-term development. Looking beyond immediate economic indicators, the Prime Minister stressed that reform is fundamentally about preparing the next generation for global competition. He identified technology as one of Ethiopia's 5 key development pillars, highlighting artificial intelligence (AI) as a strategic priority. In this regard, he revealed that Ethiopia is constructing what will become the world's second dedicated artificial intelligence university, a project advancing rapidly and expected to begin operations within the next year. Drawing a historical parallel, he said the institution could play a role similar to Ethiopian Airlines, built by earlier generations and now Africa's leading carrier, by equipping youth with advanced skills and securing a brighter future for the nation.
ነገም የኛ የኤአይ ዩኒቨርሲቲና ተቋም በአፍሪካ ውስጥ ስመጥር መሆን እንዲችል የተስተካከለ መሰረት ይዞ እንዲነሳ በሪፎርም ውስጥ አንደኛ ቁልፍ ጉዳይ አድርገን ስንሰራ ቆይተናል።
The United Nations peacekeeping mission in the Democratic Republic of the Congo will deploy its first ceasefire monitoring team in the coming days, Qatar's foreign ministry announced. The team will be sent to Uvira, a strategic city in eastern Congo, following progress in Doha-mediated talks between the Congolese government and the AFC or M23 rebel group. Qatar said both sides agreed on detailed terms for the monitoring mechanism under an October ceasefire agreement and reaffirmed commitments to a broader peace framework signed in November, despite continued security challenges in the region.
كما وستستأنف اتفاقية السلام.
These protocols define the implementation mechanisms, timelines and sequence of actions, and include the Protocol of Humanitarian Access and Judicial Protection, the Protocol on Restoring State Authority, Reforms and National Governance Arrangements, the Protocol on Security Arrangements, Disarmament, Reintegration, and the Neutralization of Local Armed Groups and Demobilization of Foreign ones, the Protocol on Identity, Citizenship, and the Return and Resettlement of Internally Displaced Persons and Refugees, the Protocol on Economic and Social Recovery, and lastly, the Protocol on Justice and Reconciliation.
Moroccan authorities have evacuated more than 50,000 residents from the northwestern city of 𝐾𝐻R after weeks of heavy rainfall caused dangerous flooding, state media reported. Rising water levels from the Lukos River, partly triggered by releases from the Full Oud Magazine Dam, inundated several neighborhoods, forcing the city's closure. Electricity was cut in parts of the city, schools were shut, and shelters and temporary camps were set up. The army deployed rescue units, while helicopters and buses assisted evacuations. Flooding has also affected nearby provinces, ended Morocco's prolonged drought, but created widespread disruption.
The flooding began at 4:30 p.m. We wonder why no trucks came to pump out the water. We know that this is a disaster that we accept as coming from God. But where are those responsible?
That's a wrap for today's Africa Stream 24 coverage. I'm Maria Kensington. Thank you for staying informed. Stay safe and tune in for our next update.